What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Pepe's price is getting ready for a breakout, or at least that's what I'm expecting, and I want to share exactly with you what you need to be on the lookout for and what you can be expecting next. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, guys, don't forget, if you want to trade a little Bitcoin, Pepe, Solana, SHIB, anything really that you can think of on up to 500x leverage, although I highly recommend you do not go all the way up to 500x leverage, I want you to check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, when you do sign up specifically with that link down there, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. This means if you deposit $1,000, for example, they're going to give you $100 on the spot to start trading with. You turn that $100 into $500, all that profit that you just made is completely yours, no strings attached. You can reinvest it, withdraw it, spend it, do whatever you want with it. This is literally an opportunity to make free gains during the bull market, so don't miss out on it. This is one of the best deals I've ever had here on the channel, and I do about 50% of my trading on BTCC myself, so do go check that out down below if you are interested. Now, looking at Pepe, in the last video, okay, and sorry I didn't make a video on Pepe yesterday. I had a bad, gnarly migraine, so I got 2 videos done and the lights were just too bright, but, sorry, anyway, quick side note, but looking at Pepe in the last video, we have, of course, been talking about this descending channel. We've been talking about the fact that Pepe's price has been trending downwards, and hey, we were honestly doing, we were pretty happy about it, right? This isn't something that I've even been remotely worried about because, quite frankly, descending channels are my favorite structure in crypto. The reason they're my favorite structure is because they're one of the most easily identifiable. They're one of the most easily tracked, and they have one of the highest chances of breaking you towards the upside. I mean, making gains off of one of these is probably easier than anything else in crypto. And so because of that, hey, when we saw this thing forming, I was like, hey, cool. I'm not mad about it. Cool, let it form. I'm cool with that. That's easy gains. That's easy money. And so what we were, of course, doing was doing some purchasing on Pepe towards the bottom side of this channel. And I think I did mention that over in the, let's go to the Discord server. It would be up here somewhere. Let's see, right around, let's see. Yep, yeah, there we go, yep. So that was on the 26th. Just bought a little Pepe this morning as it hit the DCA green box. So, of course, as this price was pulling back towards this green box right here, boom, did a little bit of a purchase on this bad boy. And now it's up, 16, 17% since then. So, of course, congratulations to anybody who is buying towards the bottom side of this. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about why it seems to me like Pepe might be getting ready for the breakout. Although there is no really guarantee of when this thing's going to break out. I mean, it literally could do this for the next few months. It feels to me like Pepe's going to give it a try. I mean, it's kind of pushing up towards it right now, but things are starting to develop on more of a macro sense that are giving me even more implications that we might get this breakout here. And I want to tell you about, like, if we do see Pepe's price breakout here, exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm going to do. So we're going to first talk a little bit about, okay, why do I think it might break out soon? And then we're going to talk about what I'm going to do if it does break out. Okay, so a little bit hypothetical today, but I think it'll help you prepare for what is to come eventually anyway. Okay, now guys, I will remind you, if all this stuff is confusing, like technical analysis, crypto investing in general, or maybe you're advanced and you just want to get better at crypto in general, crypto investing, what I will tell you, stick around towards the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive over on our Discord server. I'm going to tell you about all the different classes that we have, premium classes, beginners classes, mini videos. I mean, there's so much stuff in the Discord server that will help you truly elevate within this world of crypto. So stick around towards the end of the vid. Let me tell you about what that is, or just skip towards the end of the video if you want to. Okay, so looking at Pepe, first and foremost, why do I think it might break out soon? Well, first and foremost, whenever you're in a descending channel like this, when you start to see the top side being interacted with like that, that's a very good sign. So we have 2 references here, right? We have right now and we have the previous one. You see how the last time we came up towards the top side of this channel, we got like a wick and a red candle and a red candle. So like there were moments where we were green and pushing up towards the top side here, but it immediately just got forced back towards the downside and really wasn't able to accomplish anything. That's normal. It's normal when you're when you're in a descending channel and you're getting likely to get rejected to the top side, because it means the bulls are just unable to beat the bears. The moment we hit that top 75%, the bears just step in and absolutely smash the bulls back to the downside. And what you can see here is that is exactly what happened in this example, right? Although we touched the top side of the channel, we were not even remotely able to handle it and got forced all the way back down. Whereas when you look at it this time around, look at the difference. So you see the difference here. You see how as we're pushing up to it, there's all this green. There's all this green here. We're actually seeing it holding up. And although, sure, it might not, again, a breakout isn't guaranteed here, we are looking much better in this sense, that's a good sign. Now, when you mix in the fact that let's pull up our daily MACD real quick. Look at this daily MACD. You see how our daily MACD is starting to shift? You see how we were green, then we went light green, then we went negative, then we went dark red, but now we're starting to see for the very first time momentum actually swinging back in the upwards direction. This is the first time since we've been in this channel today that Pepe's price is starting to swing back in the upwards direction on the MACD perspective. That's a good thing. It's a good sign. It means that the bulls are starting to regain momentum. They're kind of winning right now, which is a good thing. You look at your daily RSI. I want you to notice, look at this reset. We saw this bad boy reset back towards this 57% threshold. Now, although this isn't statistically a very significant threshold in terms of support, we have seen a ton of resistance at this level, right? You can't ignore those things. Let's keep going back, right? Resistance. What does that mean? It means that this is a level in which we might see this RSI try to give us a bounce. We might see it actually sustain that breakout towards the upside, a good little push there. And so when you start to factor all of these things in from a structural, MACD, and RSI perspective, it does feel as if Pepe might get that breakout. Now, if it's going to break out today, we're going to need to see it close the daily candle above 20573. If it closes above 20573, breakout confirmed. Doesn't close it there, breakout not confirmed. Very simple, okay? And so that's what I'm paying attention to. And of course, if I'm right, and if we are going to see Pepe either break out now or maybe come back down for one more higher low and then break out afterwards, let me tell you exactly what you need to be on the lookout for. Okay, let me tell you exactly what you need to be on the lookout for. So, in situations where we have descending channels, there's two main steps. There's two things that need to happen to verify the breakout of the descending channel, because sometimes you can just break out of a descending channel and just keep going down. Well, why is that? Because you got to understand, descending channels are downtrends. They're the rawest form of downtrend. They're literally just lower lows and lower highs, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, over and over and over again. And if you break out of this bad boy, say we go right here, right? And then we come all the way back down here, well, realistically, although we broke out of this descending channel, we're still creating lower lows and lower highs. We're still in a more macro descending channel. We've not done anything. And so there's a couple steps that you need to take to be able to verify the breakout of that descending channel, which really looks like you breaking that macro trend, you breaking that downtrend. When you can break the downtrend, then you have a verifiable breakout. Now there's an opportunity for this bad boy to go upwards. And so, knowing that, how do we do this? Well, the first primary major step for any time you ever break a downtrend, guys, is breaking the point in which you most recently established resistance on the top of the downtrend. What does that mean? Well, you're going to look at this. Let's say Pepe does this and we get a breakout. What you're going to look and you're just going to say, okay, when was the last time Pepe hit the top side of that channel? Oh, it was right there. Okay, that's the point we need to break. That's the level we need to clear. Because once we can clear that level, now we've verifiably broken the downtrend itself. And so although that doesn't guarantee us that we're going to do this, it does put us in a spot in which it puts us, in a more, you can realistically say a macro uptrend, because the likelihood is here is that if you break that level, even if you pull back, the odds of setting the higher low and then trying to continue upwards are very high. So now, of course, you're setting that higher high. Now you're setting that higher low, breaking that lower high, lower low trend that we had previously been in. This is what gets you there. That's why it's so important. Now, the second thing that needs to happen from Pepe is that his price needs to break the 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone. You guys know Fibonacci's are the most important zone in the world of crypto, in my opinion. I literally did an entire masterclass on them just today, just because they're that important, which we'll talk about in a little while here. And what you can see here is that if Pepe's price does start to push upwards, interestingly enough, the top side of this, the validation zone or the invalidation zone of the downtrend, the invalidation zone here actually aligns perfectly with the bottom side of that 618 to 786 box. So if you really want to make it easy on yourself, once Pepe gets a breakout, that's fantastic. But I'm not banking on Pepe really pushing towards these all-time highs again until it breaks this yellow box here at 24025. Breaking the 240 level is what is going to completely verify this breakout. This is what's going to get us the door open. This is what's going to open up that door towards that 3-1 level like we've been chasing. We've been wanting Pepe to hit that 3 level recently, and this is what gets us there. And so if I'm right and Pepe's price does break out of here, sure, maybe doing a little bit of a purchase here is an okay idea, not a terrible idea, but not the best idea, because quite frankly, the breakout, the real breakout, like if we're going to 3, is not verified until we clear this yellow box. It's such an important zone, and that's the real determining factor, because there is a chance, guys, we break up here, we come all the way back down. I've seen this over and over and over again. More frequently during a bear market, not so much during a bull market, but it is a possibility and something you can't ignore. And so maybe if Pepe breaks out, I'll do a tiny little purchase just for fun, get that little dopamine hit, but I'm saving the majority of my purchasing for once we do finally get that breakout of this golden box. And even then, I'm not doing a ton of purchasing, don't get me wrong. I have no intention of doing a lot of buying, because again, we were buying towards the bottom side of this. So if we're going to see this bad boy up, 50%. I'm not really going to be trying to force any purchases here just for the dopamine rush. I'm okay with the purchase that we're done here, and I know a lot of you are too. And so with that in mind, I'm just focused on seeing this gold box broken, because that's what it's going to get us to that 3 level, which is what I've been chasing and hoping for quite a while. And so because of that, guys, that's what I'm looking out for. Descending channels, I love them so much. They're my favorite little structure. And that's what you need to be on the lookout for. That's the reason why we may see this thing break out soon, and that's what you need to be looking out for if we do break out. Now, as I mentioned before, if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, if you're anyone in general who's just looking to elevate, let me tell you about the Patreon and the Discord server, because it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, what we're building here is crazy. Let me show you. So if you sign up for the Patreon down below, which I'll talk to you about in a second, it's very, very affordable. Don't worry. $5 a month or $17 a month. Don't even question it, right? What you're going to get access to is the Discord server. Now, in the Discord server, you're going to get insights with Tyler, which comes with the things that I'm buying sometimes, my trades sometimes. For example, this meme coin that I had told them that I was buying, it went up 40 or 50% a couple days later, which was sweet. I gave them a 7-minute long message about just talking about how I was going to be buying during this bull market and stuff like that. In addition to that, you're going to get technical analysis every single day, fundamental analysis every single day. You're going to get access to 2 professional trading teams. These are teams that make their living off of trading, and they're giving us their buy and sell signals. Pro Trade Team 1, Pro Trade Team 2. In addition to that, you're going to get premium classes if you're a premium member, which gives you the 5 keys to bull market investing and a friggin' 18-page PDF. Or no, this is just a note. This is the note section for this one. And then for this one, you're going to get the Tyler Hill Masterclass of the Fibonacci's with the 18-page PDF going over all of the presentation and the notes and stuff that I took for that. There are going to be premium live workshops in which I'm going to have coaches coming in, and they're going to be giving you just live streams and workshops, answering questions and things like that. I have 1 beginner's course released already. There's going to be 4 more available. The first one is about technical analysis. It's 30 pages, a 20-page PDF, a bunch of cheat sheets as well. You're going to get another one, that's December 3rd. We're coming out with one on leverage trading. So we're going to have a leverage trading beginner's course, a meme coin investing beginner's course, altcoin investing beginner's course, and fundamental analysis beginner's course as well, all released by the beginning to middle of January. There's Tyler's tips, which are many little tiny videos, 2 to 3 minutes long, on random stuff, such as a tour around trading views, 6 important websites for crypto investing, etc. And then, of course, the community. Now, the community is going absolutely nuts. I mean, you can see the gains here, 70% there. All of those big gainers there, 50%, 140%, 4,000%, 20%, 170%. I mean, the community's been making real gains, and so everybody's been growing, everyone's been learning. And if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, whoever you are, go check out that Patreon link down below. This is how you get access. If you're new to the world of crypto, I'd suggest a $5 a month option. If you're a little more advanced, I suggest a $17 a month option. But do go check this out. It's going to tell you all of the differences of the tiers and how you can access it. And so if you are more advanced, again, also don't forget, you can start trading on BTCC today to get that 10% bonus on first time deposits between $500 and $1,000. And overall, I can't wait to see what happens with Pepe here. Ideally, we get this breakout. Market's looking green. I feel like people are starting to actually jump back in after this week. This week was a little bit blech. And so I'm hoping that we are going to see that momentum. Let's look for that breakout as it does continue to move. And as we do see Pepe's price going up and down, of course, I will be here every single day to let you know what I'm looking out for and what I'm expecting next. You guys know I like to post 4 or 5 videos every single day. So if you have been enjoying them, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel down below. And of course, I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.